Welcome to another episode of Black Man's Thoughts, man. This is your boy Yeshiya. Today we're talking about a few things, man. We're gonna start off with the Ravens, Browns, 28-3 win. It was a good game. The quarterback, I forgot what his name is. Let me see. Let's see what the Browns quarterback name. DTR. I think it's like Donovan Thompson Robinson. He's a rookie, 5th round pick. They banked it on him. They got rid of Josh Dobbs. They got rid of a veteran quarterback, decided to go with a 5th round pick, and Browns doing Browns things. So, look at Gardner Minshew, came in there, veteran guy, knew how to handle blitzes, knew how to handle disguises, man, and he was able to play himself and keep his team in the game, and and left it up, and we blew it. But on this episode, on this game, Browns just doing Brown things. You give up Dobbs, who you wasn't really paying too much. I think maybe a $1 million to keep him. You gave him up to go with the 5th round pick, and right before the game, or maybe hours before the game, decided that, hey, Watson's not going to be able to go, and now it's like, hey, this guy, he hasn't been taking no snaps, haven't been really prepared to play, haven't really been prepared to practice against us, thrown into a situation, and worked it on our behalf. I'll take that shit. You know what I mean? I'll definitely take it. But like I said, man, starting off with my Ravens. Lamar Jackson, 15 for 19, 186 yards, 2 touchdowns. Gus Edwards, 15 carries, 48 yards, 3.2 yards per carry. It looked good at times, but you know what I mean? To me, it lets you know Gus is a good backup in the sense of he's a good 1B. It's not a guy that you may want to feature all the time as your number one back, and we have to get okay with that. Like, Gus is a 1B back. He's a good 1B back. He's going to get you that 5 yards per pop, man, but he's definitely going to not going to be that guy who's just going to always just take over the game. Justice Hill, actually, 3 carries, 33 yards. Definitely wanted to keep him on a pitch snap. It seems like he was explosive. Justice Hill was gone, and you know what? I was like, dang, what happened to Justice Hill? But I think he's dealing with that turf toe, and they're being super precautious with all their players, and I'll take that. You know what I mean? You really didn't need him too much this game. He hit you with a few splash plays that kept the safeties on the toes, kept the linebackers, ready to go for that run and fall for those play actions or whatever. So Justice Hill did a definite plus for us having him back. Melvin Gordon, 3 carries, 21 yards, 7 yards per carry. He looked good too. He looked damn good, actually. Lamar threw a nice little pass to him. Keaton Mitchell comes back after his 4-game IR, and he's eligible to return. It'd be interesting to see, who they keep. If you think about it, if want to see what kind of shape he's in. Obviously, he's probably going to be in a pitch count too. So, do you keep Melvin Gordon? Do you just, keep Keaton Mitchell? Or do you just keep him, yeah, he can come back, but you just keep him on the practice squad, let him get reacclimated, let him get back up to the speed of the game. But the boy got some juice. He got some juice, and he definitely can help us out with that speed. Then you got Lamar Jackson, 9 carry. 27 yards, 2 touchdowns. Lamar Jackson, man, had a pretty eventful game. 2 touchdowns passing, 2 touchdowns running. 1 turnover. That was the fumble. We're gonna talk more about the passing offense, because passing wise, Lamar Jackson, he was careful with the ball. Wasn't missing a lot, actually. You know what I mean? He was actually delivering some very, very, very pretty passes, actually. One to Nelson Aguilar was real pretty as well. The one to what's his name, Melvin Gordon, was a beauty, and another beauty went to Mark Andrews in the back of the end zone. Man, Lamar was really his passing, his throwing was actually not bad today. I think it was more of the scheme. I'm more interested in the scheme in the sense of I like the way they was hitting those screens. I love the way they was hitting the screens. I love the way that they was really attacking the Browns aggressive front, throwing it right at him, running it right at him. Like, hey, if you're going to come, flying like a bat out of hell, we're going to screen pass right over the top of your head. And what that did was it really, really helped us out, man. That's stuff that teams were doing on this for years. We're like, why can't we just run successful screens? And this little dump off passes to the running backs, man, it was a thing of beauty to see. Yeah, it was something with the scheme though, man. If you check out the receivers, Mark Andrews, 5 catches, 80 yards, 2 touchdowns, average 16 yards per catch. Mark Andrews had a big day. I think the OC was like, this is the first game back healthy. All the other games he was a decoy, but you can tell, man, he was a big focal point, which was good. It was good to get Andrews back into the fold. But what my problem is after him. I like the decreased looks to Zay. Don't go over Zay crazy. You know what I mean? Like, it's a long season. Don't go Zay crazy. 3 catches, 56 yards, 18 yards per catch. But then you have what? You have Devin Duvernay, 2 catches, 8 yards. How does he get 2 catches, 8 yards, and you don't have a Bateman or Odell? And then you have Nelson Aguilar, 1 catch for 4 yards. I mean, I think that's where, to me, the question mark was. Of course, you're going to be perfect. Of course, it's like, hey, after you got a 14-0 on a wounded Browns, you don't have to go and show your hand and blow your wad. But at the same time, it's like, hey, the offense really ain't in passing rhythm, and it would have been a good opportunity to give Lamar some of those looks, get accustomed to somebody like a Duvernay or a Aguilar, simply because Bateman and Odell are not healthy, and you don't want them still trying to get on the same page in week 8, week 9, week 10, when we're like, hey, bro, like we really need these meaningful games. So, I mean, I don't know. I just think that a little conservative effort to get certain receivers involved more, simply because it's like, hey, let's get you working on that. Let's get you comfortable with a variety of players. Isaiah Likely, where's he been at? You know what I mean? I'm not going to complain too much because we definitely got the win, especially, an AFC North opponent. Number 1 defense, we look good, we were moving the ball, but the first 4 or 5 possessions was punt. You know what I mean? It didn't look good, and it didn't look good because they weren't in sync, and that's still a problem, and it's going to be a problem because they have a new offense, new OC, and I get that, and half their players on offense are hurt that are key contributors, but it behooves me, you know what I mean, that you have a Melvin Gordon and a Pat Ricard have more yards than your number 4 and number 5 receiver, and your number 4 and number 5 receiver started the game. You know what I mean? I think that's where, to me, it becomes like, okay, what is going on? Because even when they weren't hurt, the passing wasn't really in sync, So I just think that, we definitely should have put a little bit more conservative effort to maybe iron out some kinks and get a little bit more shots downfield. See, how can you utilize Devin Duvernay in a game where it's a blowout and you can waste a few, but just to check and see how the timing is, or I don't know. There's different ways that you can look at that, but I definitely would have tried to get Duvernay and Aguilar more into a focal point. It sucks that Tyler Wallace is not even in a conversation no more, because he showed some promise this offseason with his ability to catch contested, and I would have liked him to be called up over Laquan Treadwell, to be honest with you. But hey, let's switch over to the offensive line, man. Offensive line, how they look. McCary was getting manhandled by number 95. Jesus Christ, Browns number 1 pass rusher, Garrett, and of course you expect it to happen, but Jesus, man, I mean, this guy just does whatever he wants to do when he wants to do it, and it's just a lot of times, man, you just saw poor McCary, just diving and missing and getting tossed all over. It's kind of funny, but it was good to have Linderbaum back. Simpson, you know what I mean? He's okay. Not too many problems. He didn't stand out to me. Morgan Moses went down. Falele came in. He wasn't the answer. He was getting abused sometimes by the quicker ends, the jumping off too quickly for him. So we definitely got to get that face, because we're going into a Pittsburgh Steelers home, and they have two of the best finesse type rushers in the game. So we definitely have to get our see what we got on these edges. Hopefully Stanley can come back, but at some point in time, you have to start saying, man, Stanley, man, we can't keep babying him. We can't keep babying him. Either we got to start saying that, he's not durable. He's not. We know he's not durable, but he's not being able to count on. But to me, it's like we're coddling this dude. Like every single freaking injury is like he's out 3-4 weeks every time. But it's like he doesn't practice. He doesn't have the off season. So it's like, don't let him practice. Like at some point in time, bro. I know you have some bad injuries, but how long until if he's not healthy, don't put him out there. But if he's healthy, then we gotta have to, get on his ass a little bit and say, listen, we're paying you a lot of goddamn money. Get your ass out there. Like, you got to toughen it up a little bit. I don't know, man. They don't release a lot of information when it comes to Stanley, so obviously I'm just talking out of frustration, but I can't explain it with him. Linderbaum came in, he played fine, Linderbaum, man, just gives tremendous effort. Zeitler, Morgan Moses, like I said, he went down. But overall, man, our offensive line had a rough day. They had a rough day at the beginning of the game. Towards the end, when we kept making our defense stand out on the field, tiring them out, you start to see like, okay, Lamar's got a little bit of time and it's a little bit more comfortable. But during the first part of the game, man, it was punt. First 4 or 5 possessions. And then that's attributed to their defense up front against our offensive front. Switch over to the defensive side of the ball, man. I think that, Matabuke, Roger Washington both got sacks. Queen got a sack. Who else got a sack? Patrick Queen, Washington. I think that's it. Maybe I thought they had like 4 or 5 sacks. On here it only says 3, like given to them. But yeah, another solid game for Kyle Hamilton. Also gets an interception. Brandon Stevens gets an interception. Geno Stone, another interception. Our defense to me was very good. I don't care who they had at quarterback. It was sound. They did their job. They stopped the run. There was no big gashing plays. They did a damn good job, man. They came in there and did what they supposed to do. 3-1, heading into the Pittsburgh Steelers house. And I'm ready to whoop their ass. Honestly, their offense is putrid. If we play our game, if we play our defensive game, we can beat them. They're going to get some sacks. That's what they're going to do. They're going to put the pressure on the quarterback. But if we're patient, hit some screens, take some shots deep, keep Minka guessing, keep TJ Watt, chip him, and make just Alex Highsmith beat us. You know what I mean? I don't favor their linebackers against our tight ends. I don't favor their cornerbacks really against our receivers. I definitely think that I think we can move the ball on them. I really do. I think that we can move the ball on them. I think they're going to become aggressive. They're going to be mean. They're going to be wanting to prove a point. But I think we make their like the Browns. We use their aggression up against them. Their offense is not great, and you know what? I think we get the job done. I think we can head out of the AFC North Gauntlet 3-0. I really do. I don't feel like Pittsburgh poses too much of a threat if we play our game. If we play our game, and I really do think that we can win this. And I definitely, only thing you're worried about is TJ Watt and coach. You worry about the Ravens being out coached. You worry about TJ Watt and Tomlin out coaching Harbaugh again. Because the last 2 or 3 years we played them, we should have never lost to them. Never have lost to them. Obviously injuries played a part, but getting swept, we beat them. I think we beat them once last year. Then they beat us. They should have never beat us. So, that's my thoughts on the game, man. Good game. Browns doing Brown things. The Ravens came to do what they came to do. Next stop, Pittsburgh. We'll talk more of that as the week goes on, man. Good to see y'all, man. Tune in next time, man. We're going to talk some boxing next time. Like, subscribe, share. Let me know your thoughts, man. Again, good game. Post-game reaction, man. I'll let y'all.